Alrighty, folks, let's continue on with this amazing journey. Chapter 3, The Fall. So, my mother passed away. She passed away during the first half of my eighth grade year. By the time summer ended, I was starting high school. The world felt a little darker and a lot more overwhelming. Starting high school was like stepping into a new world. I quickly found myself enveloped by a group of people who welcomed me with open arms, a group often labeled as the wrong crowd. They were the rebels, the ones who lived without regard for rules. They ditched class, smoked cigarettes and weed, spent countless hours in detention, and threw wild parties that seemed to defy all limits. These cool kids were my refuge, my new family. They too carried scars of their own, battles and sorrows, making me feel understood in a way I hadn't before. We were all kindred spirits, navigating our pain together. Later that year, I became inseparable with the now ex friend. Let's call him Spider. Our bond formed almost overnight. He was like my twin, guiding me through the ins and outs of smoking weed and doing drugs. We spent our freshman year in a haze of laughter and rebellion. He'd come over to spend the night, and we sneak out under the cover of darkness, mingling with juniors and seniors, hooking up with girls, crashing wild parties, and getting high. We were fearless, our smooth talk and pranks making us legends. We reveled in our antics, feeling untouchable, as if the world was ours for the taking. During our last week of freshman year, Spider got himself kicked out of school for cursing out the Spanish teacher. His parents decided to transfer him to a charter school, and I managed to convince my dad to let me switch schools with him. When freshman year was officially over, we plunged headfirst into a summer of wild escapades. We spent those days getting high, meeting new girls, and embarking on reckless adventures, including running away from home. Each night was a blur of laughter and defiance, a desperate attempt to outrun the pain and emptiness that lurked in the shadows. Our adventures felt like fleeting moments of freedom. That summer, with its wild nights, could easily fill a book on its own.